Michelle from the Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 8 of the best of 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and today's sketch is this really cute one here from ScrapbooksECT. It was designed for ScrapbooksECT, and it has a ton of these little bitty pictures here, and if you have a ton of little bitty pictures, this is definitely the sketch for you. I don't have a ton. I just have 3, and they're not quite that small, but this is from my niece's birthday, and she had a tie-dye birthday, and I made her a cake, and it was so much fun. So I've got some Amy Tangerine here. This is Picnic in the Park, and I thought the colors in this collection and just the vibrance and the fun of it went perfectly with some birthday pictures. So let's get started. When I saw this sketch, I knew immediately that this is the layout I wanted to do for this birthday, for these birthday pictures. I just think that it is so much fun, and in this collection there was a piece of paper with 2-inch square cutouts, and here they are, and I just cut these out, and they've made this layout so easy to do. It really didn't take very long, except for I do decide to back all these little squares and then trying to decide exactly where I want to place them. So there's going to be a little bit of not fast forwarding, but I kind of skipped some stuff because, you know, it's very repetitive, and I know y'all don't want to sit here and watch me back all these little squares with my paper and then cut them out. I didn't want to watch me do that. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm using this die cut with these little rainbows on them to mat this picture. And then I decide my little squares don't pop off the page quite as much as I want them to. So I decide to trimming is what I'm doing now, but what I decided to do was back them with this very bright yellow paper, and that is going to help them to really show up against this orange background. And then I was like, well, if I do my little squares that way, I need to do my pictures that way. So I'm going to go ahead and mat these 2 pictures here. One is of my niece and her friends in front of her birthday cake, and then the other one is another picture of her friends in front of her birthday cake, just from a different point of view. And the one at the top is a picture of some of the decorations that was at her party. So I decided to mat these pictures in this blue as well, so that they are distinguishable from just the little squares. They really stand out just a little bit more. And then I decided I needed to do the same thing with the picture with the little rainbows. So I go ahead and pull it off and back up that picture with the yellow and the blue paper also. And now I am on to some embellishing. So I've left a space for my title, and I've left a few spaces without squares so that I can decorate just the background paper. But I'm going through all the die cuts, and I'm looking to see, because I want to put a little something in this circle die cut that I have. And then a couple of these squares don't really have sayings on them that go with the birthday theme or any kind of like birthday theme. I think that blue one there says create something beautiful or something like that, and that's not really what we're doing. Well, actually, we did create some beautiful things there. We did tie-dye shirts, but I don't have the pictures in this layout of the tie-dye shirts, so I'm not going to use the create something beautiful this go around. So I find this die cut that says big day, and I'm still looking around, and I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to put my squares, and I don't want to have the colors too close together. I really want to have a feeling of it just kind of spread out and even across the page. And I go ahead and get my title down so that I don't forget to leave space for it. And then I'm looking for some more stickers, and like this one here, it says favorite, but I just wanted a little something more. So in several of my squares, I want to add a little pop. So I find this arrow that says, what does that say? This is life. And then I'm going to take my little circle here that says big day, and I'm going to pop it up on some foam. And then I'm going to also pop up the blue arrow on some foam. And that way it gives my layout a little bit of dimension. And with having the things popped up, I think that really helps add to the festive feeling of my layout. Because I really want this to look like it was a party. And boy, was it. They had a great time. So now what I'm going to do is figure out exactly how I want these squares on my layout. And at first I thought I might just put them on a little bit kind of wonky, but since there's so much color and there's so much going on this layout, I thought that making them nice and even would just kind of bring a little bit of rest to the eye. So you're not trying to have to figure out, okay, this is moving this way and this is leaning that way. So even though there's a lot going on here, I think having all my squares very uniform and even on the page kind of calms it down just a little bit. So what I do is I figure out where I want these in the four corners, and that will help me to set up where I put the rest of my squares. And here I just left about a 1/2 inch gap from either side, and I think on the top and bottom as well. And here I'm just going to pop up this little floral spray up on some foam and have it pop up off the page. Now I've got it loaded down. So I put this down, and I lifted it up initially because I was thinking part of my title might tuck underneath it, but you'll see here in a minute that that wasn't even ever going to be the case. My title is not really near it at all to even worry about such. But here I'm popping up these little heart-shaped glasses, and then I'm going to put down my title. It says, "Hooray, it's your birthday." And I was kind of wishing that I had the kind of like the 70s looking font. It's not my favorite font in the world, so I don't have dies for that font. And I don't have any alphabet thickers or alphabets at all that has that groovy font. But that's okay. I decided to use the glittery little stickers. I forget which collection those are from, but I think that they went really, really well with this layout. And now what I'm doing is just basically doing a puffy sticker sneeze. I'm just putting the little flowers and these little hearts all around my title. And initially I was just going to have them around my title. But later on, I'm going to decide to use the rest of the hearts and the little flowers all around the layout. And now I'm thinking, well, I still have this blank space that I need to fill in. So I'm going through the die cuts to see if I can find something to put here. And I find this little ice cream cone. And since some of my little squares have ice cream cones on them, I figure, hey, what's one more ice cream cone? This will look really cute. And then since it is the tie-dye, I use this little rainbow with more traditional tie-dye colors. The other one would have been cute too, but it was more pastel. And now I'm going through these little bows that I had made to go with this collection a long time ago. I wasn't able to get all of the items in this collection, and one of those things was a little package of bows made out of the papers of the collection. But I did have a little bow die or punch. I think it's a Fisker's punch and not a die. Anyways, I thought they were so cute, so I made me some. And then I was like, ooh, I get to use them. And then I didn't even use them. It just didn't really work for this particular layout. So I tried them, but they just really didn't look right on my ice cream cone. So here I'm just going to pop up this little rainbow and put that down. And I'm almost done. But here is where I come back with the stickers, the little puffy stickers, and I put these two little ice cream cones down. And then this gap in between Big Day and my photo on the far right corner is annoying me. I don't like that big gap, so now I'm trying to find something to put in it to make it look more even. I'm not sure. Normal? I don't know. So I tried that little ice cream cone, and that probably would have worked, but this is perfect. This just goes right in there and makes everything look balanced, and it gives me a little bitty journal spot for me to write just a little bitty something, probably the date, because I have many more pictures, and they go into my Project Life type scrapping. So here's where I've decided to go ahead and finish out all the little hearts and the little flowers. So I'm just going to sprinkle them across the page. So it kind of looks like a little explosion of glitter, or not glitter, but confetti, that's the word, confetti out from my title. So I'm going to put a little bitty, I think that is a flower there, and there's another little flower here, just here, there, and everywhere, just a little bitty flower and a heart, and I think that one was it. And I'm just gonna move all this stuff out of the way, and that's going to do it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you are enjoying the best of 30 days of sketches. Make sure you check the link below to the YouTube playlist with everyone that is playing along, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.